Hey, hello everyone. This is Bruno here, and I'm towards the end of the U.S. JavaScript tour. I'm here at the Chicago airport, right? I'm on my way to Houston, and after Houston, there's just be one more place to go. That's Atlanta, right? So, very good to be here with you and be here with you during this journey. And yesterday here in Chicago, we had, first of all, it was an awesome meetup, right? So thanks a lot, Mary, and everyone from the Chicago JavaScript for making it happen. But yesterday we had some very cool questions. And of course, right, we had the famous question about time, right? So, how do I balance time? How do I make sure that I can actually do this so many things because there's so many things to do, so many things to learn, right? So many things to, and if you want to take a look, right, I'm going to put here somewhere, probably in the description, I'm going to put a link to the recordings, right, of the Chicago JavaScript group. So you can go there to watch my answer, right? So you're not going to like the answer I gave yesterday. It's an answer that people, when I give it, people usually, they see the value of it, they see the importance of it, they see that it actually solves the problem, but it sounds just too simple, right? It sounds too simple to be true, but it's amazing, right? It's the best answer for the question of time. But besides the answer I gave yesterday, there's some other discussion about time that I think I didn't have time to go over everything yesterday, right? So I wanted to give you guys a little bit more about ways for you to find the time to do things, right? And so, first of all, the whole thing about finding time, it's about finding focus, right? And when I talk about focus, lots of people get worried about it because developers in general associate focus with missing out, right? So is it what we call FOMO, the fear of missing out, because if you focus on something, that means you're gonna not focus on other things, so you're gonna immediately miss out. But honestly, there's if you list absolutely everything you ever wanted to do in your life, everything you ever wanted to experiment, it's probably just a lot of things, right? And there's a big difference between the things that you want to do and the things that you desire to do, right? So, desire is just like, oh no, I want that to be mine, right? It's like, it's just this, it's just a feeling, right? I desire something, and and so usually when people desire something, they're not willing to put the work to actually do it, right? But when you really want to do something, when you're really committed, then you're going to put the work to do it, right? So not everything that you want, you actually are willing to put the work to get it, right? So you have to decide what those things are. That's why focus comes so important, because once you decide what the things are important for you, then you can focus on actually doing what needs to be done, right? And I think this is important because that's how you get time. And a lot of the satisfaction that you have by focus on things is the result you get, right? And so lots of people think about the focus is, oh yes, I'm going to focus on Java, right? But actually it's not, right? Focus is, it's has a lot to do with the results. It's actually a great way to when you try to do too many things, you might burn out. Lots of people talk about burnout. But burnout is not about not doing things or doing too many things. Right? Burnout's about not having results, right? I'm not going to go into burnout right now, but as long as you're having results, you want to do things. Right? So if you're working on something and you're having results, and maybe you're increasing your salary, maybe your family is feeling better, maybe you're growing your career, right? Whatever is result for you, then if you're having results, then probably especially those results that you want, right? You're looking for, probably you're going to be happy, even if you're doing lots of things, right? And that's part of it, because when you talk about focus, it's focus on what's important for you, right? So it's not focus on Java, on technology, or on work or something like this. It's more focus on what you want to accomplish, what you want to get, what kind of results you're really trying to achieve, right? And so that's what focus is all about, right? So if you do that, if you find the right focus, if you find the thing that you really want to do, it gets a lot easier for you to choose from among all the things that you desire, right? Which are the ones that you're actually going to put work on, right? So don't be afraid of missing out anything, because you're not actually missing things out. You are probably just choosing the ones that are going to bring you more results, right? And one thing that I see a lot is that people say, "Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the, it's or maybe they don't have the motivation." And usually, it's not that you don't have the time; it's that you allocate time to other things, right? And many people tell me that, oh, yeah, but I really should allocate time to learn more, to build a skill, something like this. But actually, I'm doing other things, right? And usually that is because the thing that you think you want to do, right? The thing that you're saying to yourself that you want to do, maybe study or maybe something, you don't see the result, you don't see the value of doing that, right? And if you don't see the value of doing that, what happens is that you're not going to get the motivation to do it, right? You're not going to find the reason to do it. So if you don't believe that you're going to have a good results by learning a new technology, for example, or if you don't believe you're going to get a job by learning leech codes, right? So that you're actually not going to have any results by doing that, right? But if you don't believe that's needed, then you're telling yourself that you have to do that, you have to set time for it. It's not going to help, right? Because you don't believe, so you're not going to do it anyway, right? So all of these are some things that, when you talk about time, time is one of those things that everyone has the same amount of time. Everyone has, the same limits on time. And because of that, you have to choose, right? You have to focus on the things that bring you the results that you want, right? So, this, try to think about this, try to figure out what exactly you want, what exactly are going to be the amazing results that you're looking for. So what do you want, where do you want to achieve in your career? What's the next step they want to do? And then you use that to select from all the things that you want to do, for all the things that you're thinking about, the ones that you're really, really going to commit to, and do those, right? And one last thing is that, every time people talking to me about time, and it's not usually about time, right? It's more about consistency, because if you're learning something, let's just say you want to learn a new programming language, right? And if you're not working on it right now, if your boss doesn't require you to deliver a project next week with it, usually it doesn't make a difference if you learn this in 1 week or in 1 month, right? And so if you're consistent and you can do things like a few minutes a day, every day for 2 or 3 months, there's so many things you can accomplish. There's so many things you can do. I see this all the time with my mentees, right? We commit to do something for 3 months, and so many things can change in your life, right? So, think about this. Don't worry too much about time. Think about the things that are really important for you to achieve the results you want, and choose to be consistent, right? And consistency is not about doing the same thing every day. Consistency is about making sure that you spend 5-10 minutes a day on the things that you want to learn, the things you want to do. So try to do that. Focus on the things that are important for you, and then tell me what happens if you spend a couple of months doing this, 3 months doing this. It makes a huge difference in your life. Okay. So this is Bruno Souza for Code for Life, and if you need any help with anything, make sure that you join my list, where my newsletter, right, where I send daily career tips for you. And if you need any help, send me an email, ask your question, so I can help you achieve the biggest goal, the biggest dream that you have in your career. Okay, so see you guys. I see you now from Houston. See ya.